have a question for some, specifically the black men who choose to date white women, because that is where I have seen it the most.
Why do most black men that are in relationship with white women, why is it that they look down on black women? Not all. This is happening to all the black men. But I feel like most black men that once they feel like they are, or once they're in a relationship with a white woman, they just feel like they are no longer black anymore. And when they see black women, they treat them like I'm superior over you, or they start behaving like white men. This woman said she shared a scenario whereby a black man opened the door for her and there was a black woman coming after her. He did not allow the black woman to pass. He slammed the door on her face so that she can open the door by herself and walk. Let me show you this clip, then we'll come back and talk about it.
I have a question for some black men, because I know it's not all, so don't come for me saying she said all. I never said that, but I do have a question for some, specifically the black men who choose to date white women, because that is where I have seen it the most. But I was about to go into the store, right? There was a black man there. He was with a white woman. You could tell they were together. Okay. As I'm getting ready to come into the establishment, I'm right behind them. He holds the door for me. I said, thank you. He said, oh, you're very welcome. Okay. There was a black lady right behind me. He let that door go and slam in her face. And I looked and I even said to him, I said, oh, that was very rude. And he said, what happened? I held the door for you. I said, yes, you did. I said, but why did you let it slam in her face? And he just kind of smirked and walked off. I have noticed that a lot of black men that specifically date white women like to treat black women horribly. And I will never understand this. I do not give a damn who you choose to date. You can date whatever race of people you want to date. I don't give a damn. But why must you treat black women so horribly when you choose to date outside of your race? And I have seen this more than once, so don't tell me that was just him, because it's not. I have witnessed it, that when a black man chooses to date another race, he chooses to treat black women like trash. And that's the most ignorant I've ever seen in my life. I will never understand that. You have a right. You can have your preference. You can date whoever you want to date. This is a free country. Nobody said that. You can love whoever you want to love, but why must you just treat black women horribly when you choose to do that? That is the most insane thought process I have ever heard of. And I'm going to tell you right now, if I was dating a black man that specifically treated black women horribly, that specifically just degraded black women, talked down on them, that would be an automatic deal breaker for me, because why? Your mother is black. Your sisters, if you have them, are black. Your grandmother is black. Why would you do that? Just because you choose to date outside of your race never, ever, ever gives you the right to degrade black women. It's the most disgusting behavior I have ever seen, and I have seen it so many times, and I would love for someone to tell me why. Why do you do that? It's just sickening. Like, I just can't. I would say good day, but that just pissed me off, so whatever.
Imagine if the next woman was a white woman, is going to leave the door open for her. And this is what we are talking about. Most of the time, when you ask a black man, or why are you dating a white woman, or what did you say in your woman that makes you like her, they start saying things why they did not, or why they are not in a relationship with black women, why they will never marry a black woman. You didn't ask them why you will never marry a black woman, or why are you not attracted to black women, or why are black women not your preference. You only ask them, why do you like your woman? Why are you with your woman? Why, tell us why you like your woman. And they start telling you, oh, when you're black women are lousy, black women are, everywhere, black women are rude, black women do not understand, they are not feminine, they are very masculine. You see them saying, you know, crazy stuff about black women, instead of them to tell you why they like their woman. I have a reaction on this video. Let me go ahead and roll some videos for you all to watch. Then we'll come back and talk about it.
I have a question for some black men, because I know it's not all, so don't.
Good morning, everyone. Go back and watch that video. Real quick. I didn't get a door slammed in my face, but I got a door slammed in my face, and just by my brother with his words. And he told me after he got out of prison, and all of us showed up for him. I mean, we as the black women in his family showed up because he was gone for a minute. We showed up for him, driving 8 hours to multiple times, bringing him everything. And his white woman was living in public housing, and for whatever reason she was getting put out. Maybe because he moved in. I don't fucking know. I don't really know the truth. All I know, he called me and told me he was going to do a lick. I tried to talk him out of it. I said, see, well, if you called me, you want a reasonable voice like mama. Don't do it, bro. Don't put your freedom. She has kids. They will help her. She can find do, bye. He won't listen. And he proceeds to say out of his crack ass mouth, she's the only person that's been there for me since I've been out. I said, okay. What the fuck you call me for? Bang. I'm a Pisces, so I ain't got time. I got energy for you. So now he's calling me. He's been calling me for years now from the prison and continuously ask me for money. And I continuously say to him, where's that white woman at? Where is the white woman that you put your freedom in jeopardy for? Where's she at now? Because you keep calling me, and you remember you told me I wasn't there for you. She was. Rayshawn wasn't there for you. She was. TT wasn't there for you. She was. Michelle wasn't there for you. She was. You know what I'm saying? So that's the door I had slammed in my face. And now that door trying to open, and it's like, bro, you can't come stay with me. I'm trying to make moves. I'm trying to move out of the country. No, you can't move out of the country. I need you now. What you need me for? I don't understand that behavior in black men. I don't. And I really don't understand that behavior in black men that have had strong, supportive black women in their lives since they came out the cooch. I don't know. But he's done it multiple times. That's not the first time. The first time we was in Connecticut when we lived, I was a teenager. That bitch hit my mom with a trash can. I was going to tear that ass up. But what'd he do? Protect her. But we still there for our brothers, though.
The black men who choose to date white women, because that is where I have seen it.
You know, I decided to post this video because I've heard a few females ask the same question. Sisters, melanated, ask the same question. And of course, they were verbally attacked on the internet by some black men, and they were black men, and I've seen it. So, you know what I've noticed? In the responses of this one as well, black men are either saying she's lying, or they are saying black women do it to us, so it don't matter. But not one is saying anything in reference to the person who is saying this. It's either attack who she's talking about, or just call her a liar. Not addressing that this non-melanated woman has said that she has witnessed something. I don't know if she's lying or if she's telling the truth. I don't. But I do know that I've heard black women ask this question. I do know that. I've seen this type of behavior before. I've seen them talk badly about black women just because they do date white women. I've seen that. I have seen it with my own eyes, because there's a lot of that interracial shit around where I live. And it's really disheartening. It's really disheartening that instead of us coming together and say, hey, we really don't care, non-melanated woman, that what you witnessed is anything to us, we'll take care of our own. I didn't see that. I didn't see one person say, this woman is saying that she's witnessed this. Tried to discredit her, but no, you just call her a liar, but try to discredit her with any type of behavior she may have seen and said, you know what? It don't matter what you witnessed, we got us. Not one person who said that if she saw a melanated person with a non-melanated person, well, that's that person. That person is lost. Because you know I fight for mine. I don't like the intermixing. I'm gonna say flat out, he lost. But you know what I'm not gonna do is take up for him. And if it were a black woman with a white man, I would do the same thing. I've never seen a black woman talk badly about black men whenever they're with a white guy or any other race of person, but that's my experience. What I've seen is black men drop to or below her level and say, either get defensive or get defensive. Not one time did they say, no, we love our sisters. I saw one man, bless his heart, say that if this white woman is seeing this, then it's something is going on. And I'm on the fence with him. Yes, I agree, but then again, I don't care about white people's opinion of us. But for her to be so emboldened to say this, it will be, my response would be, let us worry about us. I didn't see that from the leaders of our community. The people who said that they are going to protect us. And my heart is broken. Because every time I think that we are evolving, I see signs that we are not. I wish that we could do better.
I have a question for some black men, because I know it's not all, so don't.
You know what's so sad is that 99% of you that comment on that video have never seen what she just said happen. But in your mind, you just created an event and can see it happen like she said it happened. I date white women. I date Latin women. I date black women. I date Asian women. I date women. Why? Because all women can be beautiful through every race. And I don't care about color. I've dated them all. I've had fucked up experiences with them all. I've had great experiences with them all. All right. Right now, at this point in time in my life, I'm with a white woman. Do you think that changes me from being a black man? Do you think that changes the police outlook on me whenever I'm pulled over? Because I can guarantee you this, that I've probably been in more shit with the police than any black man that's with a black woman. I fought the police. I got charges of assault on government officials. Dismissed. I got lots of charges. I've had lots of encounters with racist ass police. Do you think that they care that I got a white woman? Fuck no. If anything, I'm going to get treated even worse because I have a white woman, right? But once again, I've never seen a black man just disrespect the fuck out of a black woman like she spoke about in this video. All right. Me personally, I'm going to hold the door for anyone. I don't care. Even if when my woman walks through that door, if it's other women coming, I'm going to still hold the door for those women. It doesn't matter what color they are. All right. So I'm not saying that what she's speaking about has never happened. But I can tell you this, that 99.99% is not going to be that way. And the other 99% that's speaking about this have never seen that. But guess what? They're going to go looking for it now. And you're still never going to see it. But you already have a bad outlook on black and white together. And most of the people that have such bad look about black and white and interracial dating are the ones that's always complaining about racism. Well, would you go figure how smart these humans are? Huh? Okay. I don't get it. And here, I'll tell you like this. Why am I where I'm at now in life? Well, one of the last black women I dated stabbed me in the neck twice. Over there and down there. With a butcher knife. Only reason it didn't go that deep, it hit that muscle and stopped, and I caught the rest. Sliced my hand open, here to here. Ooh, cut me across here, through there. I sure did. She did anyway. And to this day, I'm still trying to figure out why that chick flipped, and all I did was ask, what kind of biscuit did they want from Bojangles? It was crazy. I'm going to say it was drinking, and it was crazy. But that was a very, very bad experience with a black woman, right? Probably one of the worst experiences in my life. So sometimes I'm like, If they seem a little too tough and too manly and carry themselves like that, I can't deal with them. You're done. If you're that masculine of a woman, I can't do it. If you always want to fight, I can't do it. Past that part of my life. I really am. I really am. But yeah, that's some pretty bad shit. And even after going through that, I still hold the door for black women because all black women aren't that black woman. You dig? First, let me start by saying this is rage bait for the black woman. All right. And if y'all can't see this, then you are blind and you still got a lot of awakening to do. This is rage bait for the black woman. I don't even have to go and look at those comments, but I can guarantee you that 95% of those comments are going to be from black women who just use their imagination to create this situation that this woman spoke about.
That black lady right behind me, he let that door go and slam in her face.
What up, fam? How you doing? Good stuff. Yeah, I had to jump in here real quick and comment on this video. This is gonna take a minute because there's a lot to unpack here. Number one, okay, I have to break this down because I couldn't actually stitch the whole parts that I wanted to stitch. So here we go. So basically, I'm just gonna tell you, watch that video. If not, I'll just give you the Cliff Notes version. Basically, she walked into a store and saw a man with a white woman, clearly a couple. The black man opened the door for her, being a woman of white descendants, and then let the door slam in front of the woman behind her, which was clearly African American. And she wants to know why. Okay, let's start there. Number one, I am not defending his actions. Period. Point blank. The end. Am not defending his actions. What is coming? Why a person would do that, and not all men do this. Unhealed trauma from the past. Period. As a black man who has typically dated outside of his race, I'll tell you, there's a lot of trauma from at an early age when dating first started, and black women told me I was not black enough, or I wasn't thug enough, or I wasn't hood enough. So I was told I was less than. So I reached out to the white community. So in my younger days, when I was way younger, in my 20s, sometimes I felt a little something. I felt a certain type of way towards black women. It wasn't justified, no, but I was young and I was stupid. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the way I was. Now in today's society, I've realized that it's not like that anymore. So what I feel like this particular gentleman was dealing with some unhealed trauma. He's upset because he was treated wrongly, or felt like he was treated wrongly, from a black woman that he tried to date or was dating or something of that nature. Or was just chastised and told he was worthless or less than or anything of that nature. I'm just guessing because I don't know this person, but I can see where the thought process comes in. Do I justify his actions? Absolutely not. I would never do that because that's unhealed energy right there. You know, he needs to make peace with that and understand that not all people act that way. Not all black women act that way. Not all black women treat black men disparagingly. You know what I'm saying? They don't treat them like crap because they dated a white woman. You know? But that's just my story. I dated a white woman and everybody told me I was less than. So, and all the black people would not have anything to do with me. Men and women alike. That's just my thought process. Please weigh in and let me know what you think. I could expand more, but I don't want to keep this video any longer than it needs to be. But yeah, let me know what you think on the situation and we can discuss. Seriously. Maybe I'll bring this question up in a live the next time I'm in a live. But I think it's a discussion that needs to be had. Because we need to come together as people and stop, like, you know, splitting apart as much as the government trying to tear us apart as it is. So we need to come together. Love you, you heard. Let me know what you think in the comments. Love you, you heard.
I have a question for some black men, because I know it's not all, so don't.
It's to make the women feel better. I don't care what anybody says. It's to make the woman that they're dating or married to feel better. To make her feel like she is top tier and why he picked her. when I've noticed when dealing with them, and I'm just saying this is the situation, they're more concerned about what we think. And I'm not even going to lie. 60% of the time, don't nobody want that man you got. They don't want his looks. They don't want his weight. They do not want the man you got. They don't want their children looking like him. They not worried about you. That is for the white tea women, to make them feel okay, to make them feel better. Can't tell me otherwise.
Typically date white women like to treat black women horribly.
You know, I wish that I could say that you were wrong, but you are correct because I've seen it. I've had to check it on multiple occasions, and I've even ended friendships over it. So, yeah, you're not wrong. Now, the friends that I've had with a friendship that I had to end, the conversation that I had with them basically stems with their mother. They don't like their mother, and then their mother did something to them in their childhood, and then that then translated to another woman that hurt them in their life, and the black one in particular. And then they decide that they're just gonna swear off black women. But see, it's not that you swear them off. See, I don't mind that because that means it's more for me. But it's like as you exit, keep the disrespect to yourself. I get it. That's what I said. I've had to check it, and I've ended friendships over it. You know what I'm saying? So I wish you were wrong. I really do.
I have a question for some black men, because I know it's not all, so don't.
Because they're trash. Plain and simple. It's because they're trash. I'm a black woman who is with a white man, and I would never. And like you said, I'd be looking at that man sideways, because again, your mother is black. Your grandmother is black. Your sister, your children will be as well. Ugh.
You're a black man and you're in a relationship with a white woman, or probably you're married to one, that doesn't automatically mean that you're white. You're still black. Your mom is black. Your sisters are black. Your brother is black or whatever, you're still a black man. That does not automatically change your race. So if you feel like because you're in a relationship with a white man, that has elevated your status, that has made you, superior, because most or some white people actually feel like they are very superior over us, of course. So if you feel like because you're now in the midst of white people, because you're in a relationship with white women, and you feel like you're now superior over your black women, you're wrong. And the thing is, there's nothing with you having preference. See, black women do not actually care if you want white women or not. Black women do not actually care if you're interested in white women or not. They don't care. See, nobody actually cares about your preference. If this is the kind of woman you like, own up to it, and but doesn't mean you should not be rude or being, or looking down at other women, at your own race, looking down at them just because you're superior. This also happen in Africa, you guys. This also happen in Africa. When you see a young guy with a white woman, you see the way he's going to be raising his shoulder, like when any fine girl pass or something, he feels so like he has achieved everything in this world. He's everything, like he's carrying the old trophy. So who are you? You are nothing if you pass in front of him, or see, these things happen even here in Africa, so I know, right? So the ones that come to Nigeria to marry black women or black men, or to pick all those small boys, right? You see those guys, the way they always walk, the way they do, the way they look at you, it's as if they've won the trophy. It's as if you are nothing, right? And the thing is that nobody actually cares. To be honest, nobody cares whatever preference or whatever you're doing, right? But you thinking that you're superior or even you're better just because you are with a white man is crazy, really. It's crazy. Nothing will stop you from holding the door for the man to come in. And I'm saying if it was a white woman that was there, he will hold the door for her. It's because it's like, why should I help you? And that's what most of them feel. When they are with a white woman, they just feel like you are the only one I'm going to worship. That is why you see a man, especially African men, they'll marry white women and you see them in the kitchen scrubbing the floor, cooking and doing everything. But let them marry a black woman, African black woman, and they will never step foot in the kitchen. They don't even know how to hold the pot. They don't even know how to boil water. They don't even know how to cook or boil egg. They'll tell you they don't know how to do anything. But let them marry a white woman, they can do everything. You see them doing everything. And later on, probably you hear them speak in an interview. Then you hear them say, oh, this is the reason why I don't date black women. Nobody asks you, why don't you date black women? Nobody cares, right? But you see them, telling you, oh, this is why I don't date black women, because you black women are too bougie, you black women are too this, you black women are too loud, you are too aggressive, you're too what's it called? You're too masculine. You black women are too masculine, they are too this, they are too that. Oh, that is why you black women can never find true love, or you can never find somebody to love you and all of that. Anyways, you guys, what's your take on this video? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, your girl Mara David, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one, guys.